Welcome to Talking Heads on USA Global TV, starring the one and only wonderful Dr. Jacqueline. It's a prestigious place where world-class influencers and experts meet, and where you'll find the most trusted advisors and coaches for all things in life and business. Visit usaglobaltv.com to sign up for our newsletter, get the value you need, and be first in line to learn about events and giveaways and other valuable content. Connect with us. Email Dr. Jacqueline at usaglobaltv.com to talk about how you can become part of USA Global TV. That's USA Global TV, where the doctor is always in.
Hi, my name is Dr. Madalene Chan, and you're watching my episode of Talking Heads on USA Global TV and radio. The 6 episodes that are going to be about is about how to develop an artist, creatively develop an artist. So each week we're going to take a different segment. Now, an artist sings, right? So let's go right to the beginning of, we're going to call this episode Discovering Your Creative Singing Voice. Right, first of all, I'm going to talk about how to identify if you really want to sing. Okay, so let's say you're out with your friends, you're at the disco or a club or a pub, and you're hearing your favorite song and you want to sing, but you feel you don't want to sing because you're going to make a fool of yourself. Yet that same song, you'll get up in the morning and you'll take a shower and you'll be singing away, or in your own room, in your own space, private space, you'll be singing away. But when it comes to actually singing in front of someone, ooh, you clam up. Now, that doesn't mean to say that you don't want to sing. That means quite the opposite. That means that you want to sing and be able to sing in a confidence and natural way. So another way of identifying if you want to sing is when you hear beautiful singers that are on the TV, on the radio, with the music videos and television. You hear them on the radio and you just hear this fantastic song and this amazing voice that is just expressing every word and bringing it alive with the music. And something inside you says, oh, if only I could sing like that. So then again, privately, you sing that powerful song, that song that you feel you really connect to. You start singing that song. And then you find that, sorry about this. I've got a dog that keeps Teddy. He's such a sweetie and he just likes to bark a lot. So I apologize for that, but hey, it's all live. So this is what it's all about. So going back to the singing, yes. If you're going to be singing this song that's so out of your range, but you love to sing it, that's another reason why you should, I'd say, continue to travel on that path of learning to sing. So these are 3 ways of identifying if you want to sing. And another one is you could be, you're not even hearing anybody singing. It's just something that's telling you, a little voice saying, you want to sing, you should sing. So with that in mind, when you want to do this, and also, I was going to say, singing also helps if you are going through something quite traumatic or something where you can't express your emotions. Then we always identify with a song that has that particular emotional topic or emotional content and we relate to it and we sing our heart out to it. Singing helps us to bring out the emotions that we would normally repress. So singing is not just for singing for show. Singing is to explore and express who we are. And singing is healing. It's healing to our body. It's healing to our emotions, our mental, physical, and emotional bodies. All right. On that, I want to talk about the second part, if you feel you want to pursue this, before you decide to ring up a singing teacher and pay money for the lessons, I would suggest there are plenty of free vocal lessons, just the beginning of it anyway, on YouTube, where you can, there's different levels, so you can just try to see if this is something that you want to continue, you want to explore. If after a couple of these sessions you find, yes, I want to explore this, because don't forget, you do need a singing teacher. The reason why you need a singing teacher is that even though you're following the tutor on YouTube, that tutor is not tutoring you personally, therefore they cannot hear your voice. They are just giving directions and guidance, but they can't actually hear the resonance of your voice. That's why if you enjoy listening and learning with YouTube, with the free lessons, then you know that it's time for you to invest in your voice so that you can explore this whole new world. Now, the next thing is you need to talk about what you would like to, a singing teacher. How would you find a singing teacher? Okay, you can go look in your, your daily rags, you put newspapers online as well. And a lot of people have reviews and everything, but you have to, I would say, don't necessarily go with a teacher that has had high acclaim throughout. I wouldn't say throughout her career. Go with the teacher that when you speak to her or him on the phone, they give you at least 20 minutes of their free time. Maybe not at that time, but you arrange a time and then you can discuss with them. You can sing out to them and discuss where you want to go. Now, I would suggest also, when you're looking for a singing teacher, there's been a lot of cases with a lot of singing teachers where it's all about them, and it's all about them. Though the teachers singing to you, rather than actually listening. Elevated listening. That's what some teachers need. Okay. Right. That's a little joke between me and Dr. Jacqueline. It's not a joke. It's elevated listening. Everybody needs to do that. And definitely singing teachers, because they don't listen, some of them. And time is money, as they say. So basically what you have to do is you have your consultation. Before you have your consultation, I would suggest this. Honestly, I really would. Think about a song that you know, that you're really comfortable with, and you feel so happy and confident in just singing out, expressing this song. And then a song which you just love to hear on the radio, and you sing to it, even though your friends or your family are going, yeah, right, don't leave your job, that type of thing, which is quite, some people do jokingly, but they do. but these remarks have a detrimental effect on our confidence, thinking, oh no, well, I'll leave it to the professionals. That's not right. Everybody, even the professionals, started right at the beginning. Everyone, when they begin anything in their life, they have to start right from basics. And so that's what you've got to do. You've got to have a song that you really know really, really well, so that you can express this song with confidence, as much confidence as what you have learned in your journey. So, and song that you wish to sing, you know that you can't reach those notes, but maybe you feel maybe you could, with a little bit of training or a little bit of guidance and support, emotional support as well. And I would say that, honestly, if you're going to visit a singing teacher or you have a consultation, have that ready. So the singing teacher or tutor or vocal coach that can write almost like a game plan, a singing plan for you, to say, okay, I've listened to your voice and I'm finding that so-and-so, maybe you're mid-register, you're good on your lower tones, but your mid-register power, where you're doing your mid-belts, which is about bringing out the power of a voice in the middle part of the voice, needs to be strengthened. It could be anything, but at least you will know that when you're going to your lessons or you're attending online, you will know what the game plan is. Okay, so I will leave the rest to your singing teacher. However, I am a singing teacher myself, so you can find me. I'll tell you at the end of on Colours of the Voice, COTV-edu.com. And what I do is exactly what I'm saying there, because I work with beginners, advanced, and just a refresher course as well. So that's what you should do. First of all, you need to identify if you really want to sing. B, if you want to sing, don't waste your money, because money is quite precious these days. You know, you've got to be really careful with the economy and that. You've got to know if this is right for you, because if it's right for you and it resonates with you, you know you will put 100% performance into it. And I mean focused, super hearing, and in order to learn. So if this is for you, and then see, once you've done that and you look online, you look at the reviews as well, you look at some videos of what the singing teachers have done, you've looked at what their professional accreditation is as well. But remember, just because a singing teacher has not been out there as in the main media doesn't necessarily mean she or he is not a good teacher. A good teacher is someone who helps to open your voice, helps you to express your voice, helps you to guide your voice in a way that is not harmful, in a way that is enjoyable, and you're not going to be in a position to have fear in asking him or her questions, because that's all part of the journey, right? You need to ask questions in order to learn, in order to go on to the next level. So that's what you should do if you have that burning passion inside you saying you want to sing, you want to sing. So now the next part, what I want to talk about is about the creative voice. It's about singers who, let's say, have been singing, but they have decided to give up their singing because someone somewhere down the line told them they're not good enough, or even they've had a bad experience with their singing teacher, which could be the only one that they had. A singing teacher is so, vocal coach is so important. It's so kind of personal as well, because they're entering your personal world. You are opening yourself out to enable these tutors to come and to know you on an emotional level through your voice. So if you have a teacher that is, you begin and then suddenly they start to look at their watch, that's not a good sign. That means that teacher, sorry, is not in the present moment. They're actually not focusing on you. They're listening when you want to sing, but they're not listening to where your questions are or where your problems are. And then they could be very judgmental after that. And which I believe, when you're a teacher, it's not about being judgmental. It's about constructive criticism in that specific area, specialized area. Not saying the teacher or vocal coach is better than their student, because that's not how it should be. It should be where the student feels comfortable to be able to offload, express themselves. And when you're relaxed, you will find that your voice works with you. Your inner voice works with you. If you're with a vocal coach that's making you feel tense, what is the point? Honestly, people, what is the point, beautiful hearts? What is the point? Because you are not going to get the best out of your voice. In fact, you will get quite the opposite. You will start singing and you will feel strangled, and it won't be good for your larynx, which is the organ muscle which operates your voice. If you think of like a church organ, church pipes, this is like the larynx, and then there's like a little muscle that reverberates sound, resonates sound. So that's air. Air reaches the larynx and the muscle, and it reverberates, it resonates sound, it projects it out. Now, if you're tense, no matter how much warming up you've done, it will dry up. You will be forcing the sound out. And people can always know when you're not comfortable with your own voice. Have you ever heard that expression, when you're not comfortable with your own voice? That basically means, through my own experience, is that you are not comfortable singing those notes. You don't feel you've been taught enough to reach those notes. You don't feel confident enough to sing out those notes, or the presence of or superiority of your vocal coach is so overpowering you that you feel small, and therefore you'll always remain your voice small with that particular person, because that person made you feel like this. So basically, if you've had lessons and you've had a very bad experience, yet you still find that burning, that passion that you want to sing, don't give up. Go back to it. Take it back what that bad experience was. Take it back. It's not your fault. All right? It's just a bad experience. Doesn't mean that has the whole justification of why you shouldn't sing. Why should anyone stop you from singing your heart out, expressing your heart out, expressing your full emotions in your full totality. Why would anyone do that? But they do. Because A, we let them, and we feel because we don't have the experience as what they have, then we feel, oh, they know better. You have to always connect and listen to those inner whispers, your little voice. And that inner voice will guide you. So that is your creative voice. So I would say, honestly, if you don't go back to what you creatively love, what you love to sing, if you don't go back to it, you will find you will start to become begrudging other people who are singers. You will start to feel you don't have time, and you will be very grumpy. You'll have the grumps. You'll have the grumps at everything. You'll even switch off people that are singing, or you'll even turn to other people and say, oh, no, I wouldn't try that. I won't bother singing if I were you. You see how it just goes on and on and on. It needs to stop. Oops. It needs to stop. It really does. Listen to your heart and make your outer world and your inner world happy. Because if you don't do this, even though you're getting these whisperings and you just feel, oh, I feel really hurt by that person. That person was a big singer, a teacher, and they said this. Well, maybe at that time you felt that. But if it is still there, it means your soul, your heart wants to sing. And this is the right time to rewind and go back. Because remember, every day is different. Every experience is different. You energize it in a different way. So maybe then you weren't in a confident place. But if you still have that feeling and that passion, and you revisit it again, this time it's almost like something tells you, if they start to do that, the teacher, you will leave, but you will go on to another teacher. You see? So everything is a learning experience. We're all learning our lessons. That's what's happening. Okay? So that's if you have had a bad experience with a singing teacher. I would say go. If it's happy, if it's burning within you, a passion, you need to pursue this, because you never know where it will lead. And it might be the right time for you to take on that energy, to explore your voice, because you could be ready. You never know until you try, right? All right. The third part for singers I'm going to talk about is when, let's say, you're following a melody and you can't hear the melody, even though you sing and you can't follow the melody. Break at either, if it's a fast song, slow the song down and sing the song at a slower tempo. That will help your oral perception, your listening, to listen to every part of that singer's voice or that music or that melody. Because when it's fast, at fast tempo, you're not getting it. There's parts missing. But when you slow it down, you get it. Same as if you're going to sing a song that has rap and you're thinking, wow, they're singing so fast, I can't get it, I can't catch it. But then you get little bit words. So maybe you get third or fourth word and forget the second or third word. So again, slow that down and learn it like a rhyme. So slow it down and then you speed it up. So then you'll be able to within time be able to rap to the exact time of the song that you love that has rap in it. So that is pointers for this. And my other advice is if you're a singer and you love singing and you sing a lot of, like, say, cover songs, but you've always dreamed to sing your own song, and you like to write down like in story form, and you want to write about your life or something that's happened, that's happy, or whatever it is, you want to write it down in a song, but you're stuck on a melody. Do you know what I did? Do you know how I first started songwriting? I'm being honest here, absolutely honest. And I've been in the industry for like a good 20 years. And basically, I had a big problem with songwriting, with melodies, because I am not a musician. I don't play anything. My instrument, my voice is my instrument, really. And so I had to find a way to write my own songs, but I had to use it by using a vocal melody. So how I started to do it was, when I started practicing songs, I sang with the artists, and then I sang karaoke style, which of karaoke is basically the instrumental, but with the backing VVs as well. And so it also gives you indication where you come in with your verse and your chorus. And also you've got your lyrics highlighted for when, giving you a clear indication when you sing. So basically what I did was I listened to the instrumental of the songs that I loved, and I listened and I thought, okay, I'm going to change these words. So first of all, I decided to change that first line of words, and I put my own words to it. And then what I did is I counted how many syllables. If you ever come here again, that's 8. That's 8 syllables. I am happy. Happy is 2. Are you? That type of thing. So you count your syllables. So you can take a verse or a chorus or what favorite part of your song, and you replace those original lyrics with lyrics that you want to say. And that's how you begin to get confidence in understanding about syllables, how many words are in that bar of music, that first bar of music, 4 bars of music. And then you get to the point where you can actually write that whole song. This is good if you're an advanced singer and you need improvisation. Have you seen where a lot of singers, all of a sudden, they start to do improvisation? Improvisation meaning that you're hearing the melody, and you're on stage, and then suddenly you have to improvise because there's no lyrics left. So you have to improvise. Or if you forget the lyrics, you have to improvise. So the more you do this, the more you'll regain confidence in improvisation. So with that in mind, how I started to do that was I did that with putting my own words, replacing the original words with my words into that bar of music, counting the syllables that fit within that bar of music. Then, after a few times of doing this, I decided if the song was a slow tempo, I would speed that tempo up, and then I would write to it So the syllables will change, because if you speed the tempo up, it becomes a different song. And that's how I started to work with learning about vocal melodies. So if you're working on a slow song, or if you're singing your favorite song, which is slow, speed it up and write your words to it. It will become a different song completely. So this is the introductory of how to do songwriting from a vocal melody point of view. And of course, I would also just suggest, if you're a singer, to do many different styles. Explore many different styles, whether it's pop, R&B, rock. I would say listen even to some soul, some jazz, because you get many elements out of it. And if you're listening to it, your higher hearing essence is taking in those melodies. So you will find the more times you're singing all different styles, when you start improvising, when you start writing from a vocal melody stance, you will find you will have a different type of melody. So this is all I can say in the way of, this is what discovering your creative singing voice, from a beginner's to going back, having a bad experience, going back to singing, to exploring songwriting for a vocal melody. And I would say, have fun. Make sure you look after your voice as well. Make sure that you don't have sugared drinks. Make sure you drink hot drinks. Don't drink ice drinks, because especially when you're singing, if you've warmed up and you've had an ice drink, it's almost like it dries it out. Make sure you do a warm up, even if it's 5 minutes. It's very important. It really will help to open your voice. If you feel you don't feel you can sing that particular range, and something stops you, it means it's something that's telling you, hey, you need some attention here. You need some focus. All right. So next week, I'm going to talk more about, now that we've got the voice, we're going to talk about how we're going to work the song once we've made the song, and where we take it to the next stage. So basically how to creatively develop an artist in the way of, you've had your singing lessons, you've had this, you've written your song. I can put a little bit more of writing the song and where to take it once you've written your song. So I would say thank you so much for hearing me out. I am Dr. Madalene Chan. Just call me Madalene Chan. And this is my episode for Talking Heads, how to discover your creative singing voice and where to do it and how to guide it. Thank you so much for hearing me out. You've been hearing me on USA Global TV and Radio. I will see you next week for the next episode of Talking Heads. Bye-bye.